Hey guys, Zach from See What Zach here, and here is the review for Wednesday, December 11th. We are done with our 3 games. All the American Hockey League games are done officially now. Let's get into it. First game, Washington taking on Boston. It was a pretty decent game. It was about, I don't know if I guess it lived up to the hype. No, it was okay. It was a Chara Wilson fight that was kind of interesting. Boston made it close, but the final was 3-2 for Washington. Shots on goal was 25 for Washington, 32 for Boston. So shots didn't matter tonight. If you look at the shots, everyone who outshot their opponents lost. So shots don't really matter overall. It's the quality of the shot, not the quantity. That's all I'm going to say. Scoring play, Pasternak scored first, so the Boston did strike first. At 9:36 of the first period from McAvoy and Brad Marchand. So it looked like maybe Boston might be able to take this, but the Capitals can't count them out ever, because that's what this team is doing. They are doing very good. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Switch those up. Look at that. Let's do that really quick. You can watch me do it. So that kind of jumps over to the last game. Anyways, Oshie scores at 4:35 of the second period to tie it up from Carlson, making it 1-1 at that point in the game. Then Oshie scores again because he wants to make sure the Capitals stay tops of the league at 8:05 of the second period from Kuznetsov and Verna. Then Corrali scores at 2:53 of the third period from Krug to make it 2-2. But the best defenseman in the league, arguably right now, John Carlson, scores at 4:42 of the third period from Backstrom and Wilson to make it 3-2. The Capitals hold on to beat Boston Bruins 3-2. It was a decent game, but it was one of those where, I don't know, it just seemed like Washington had to play hard a little bit, but just they had this game. It was. I figured they were going to win this game, and it was one of those where very early on, I was like, even when they went down 1-0, I was just like, yeah, the Capitals just. This team is dangerous right now. That's, I guess, is the best way to put it. This team doesn't look like they can be defeated by anybody in a single game. I don't know if anyone can beat them in a 7-game series either, but we'll see. We will see. 3 stars were Oshie, Carlson, and Holtby, so all from the Washington Capitals. And goaltenders show up on all 3 of the stars, which is, again, awesome to see. Next game, the Montreal Canadiens taking on the Ottawa Senators. This one became a lot closer than it should have. Again, it was all Montreal, and then Ottawa came back because Montreal took the foot off the gas pedal. It happens. Your final was 3-2 for Montreal in overtime. Shots on goal, 29-37 for Ottawa. So again, Ottawa shot Montreal, but lost the game. Your goal scoring plays. Cousins scored first at 13:36 of the first period from Domi and Weber. So again, Montreal took the lead early and kept it for a while, because Tatar also scores 29 seconds into the third to make it 2-0 from Deneau and Gallagher. So it was 2-0 really early in the third. It looked like early on, I was like, yeah, this is going to be Montreal's win. Good for them. They jump in the playoff spot. Not so fast, though, because Ottawa is a team that likes to bounce back, and they are hard to play against when you take that foot off the gas pedal. Case in point. Brady Tkachuk scores at 4:30 of the third period from Ennis and Chabot. So good for my fantasy teams, because I have Chabot and Brady Tkachuk on that team. I think I have them on both teams, but I'm not sure. I know I have them at least in the one, but I can't remember if the other one. Anyways, then Brown scores at 13:05 of the third from Brady Tkachuk. So 2 points for Brady Tkachuk tonight to tie it and force overtime. There was, Primeau, which played very well. I didn't realize he was the son of Keith Primeau, so good news there. I found that out tonight. But yeah, he played really well tonight, considering he's a rookie. I don't know if he's going to take the job of Keith Kincaid. There we go. Brain farts. But yeah, I don't know if he's going to stay up and take his spot, but he's looked good. I mean, he's played in, I think, 2 games now, and he's got at least a win now, which is a big deal. He's as many as Keith Kincaid had already this season, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe they keep him up for a few more games, see what he can do. Anyways, Sherratt scored at 1:11 of the overtime from Domi to win the game 3-2 in overtime. Your 3 stars are Primeau. I can't speak tonight. I don't know what it is. Every night it seems like it's like a certain hour, and I'm just like, duh, brain dead. Okay, so Primeau is your first star, Sherratt is your second star, and Brady Tkachuk is your third star for the night. So that was probably, I don't know, probably one of the more interesting games, like, because again, Ottawa didn't make it close, forced overtime, and almost took them out again. I mean, like, I know last time these teams met, Brady Tkachuk got a goal in overtime, took them out. It was a horrible loss for Montreal during their 8th game losing streak. They they came back and changed the script this time, which is good news for Montreal. Last game of the night, Colorado and Philadelphia. This game was not as, it was good. It was fun to watch, but Philadelphia's banged up, and you could see that they were missing some of the key players tonight. Your scoring plays are Calvert at 5:21 of the first period from Nichushkin and Bellemere. Then Ranta scores at 16:05 the second from McKinnon and Comfier. So at that point, it was getting close. It was hard for Avalanche to get anything going in the second period. Philadelphia owned that second period. I think that was they had Colorado have one shot. I think 10 minutes into the second period. So like Philly was dominating that second period. So Colorado's coach mixes up the lines, puts Rantanen and McKinnon on the same line, and they score like that. So that was a big play from their coach, making it 2-0 at that point. Rantanen wasn't done. Rantanen gets another goal at 2:31 of the third period from Kadri and Rosen. So I do have Kadri and I have McKinnon. So it was nice to see both of them on the score sheet. I also get points in the third goal, only goal for the Flyers too, which I was happy about. Anyways, Kadri and Rosen helped Rantanen get the third goal for the Colorado Avalanche at 2:31 of the third. Giroux at 14:48 gets one of the third from Voracek and Couturier. Couturier is the guy I have for Philly. But unfortunately, that didn't make much of a difference. Your final was 3-1 for Colorado. Shots on goal were 33-28 for Philly. So again, Philly outshot Colorado, but ended up losing the game. So that's why I don't really go based on shots. I know a lot of announcers talk about, oh, they have more shots on goal than they have a lot of shots. The quantity of shots don't matter. Clearly, the quality. If you can score, you only get 3 shots, but you get 2 of those 3 in, and the other team has 30 shots and they only get 1 goal. Doesn't really matter what the shots on net were. I mean, I know obviously if you create more shots, more opportunity of getting goals, but it's also the quality of the shots and the players shooting. Because Philly had Konechny was out and Lindblom were both out, which are, I think, tied for first in the team with 11 goals. That's a lot of offense gone right now for this team, and a lot of depth gone for Philly. So you can see it a little bit in this game. So anyways, those are your 3 games for the night. I did put the American Hockey League scores up here because why not? There's a little bit extra space. Might as well slap something up there. So you had Syracuse beating Providence 4-1. You got Hartford beating, I'm not sure who BNG is. I know it's the Devils. I know their name is the Devils. I'm not sure where it's located, but they beat them 3-1. Utica beat Toronto 6-4. Rochester beat Wilkes-Barre 4-2. Texas beat Manitoba 3-1. San Jose beat Bakersfield. I think it's Bakersfield Condors, I believe, 6-2. Grand Rapids Griffins beat San Diego Gulls 4-3. And I'm not sure on STK either. That one I gotta do some research on. I'm sorry. I know they're in second place right now for the Pacific. The Pacific teams especially, I'm a little iffy on. Some of the Central, I know the Central. The North I know pretty well. Atlantic I know a few, but yeah, Pacific I'm not very keen on them. I know San Diego and I know the Barracuda. So I know the Gulls and the Barracuda, that's about it. But anyways, STK beat Ontario Reign. I do know Ontario Reign. 3-2 in overtime. So your updated standings are here. So Hartford does take first place again from Atlantic with Providence's loss. So that was a big deal. Rochester does get a little bit close to Toronto. Utica moves up a little bit. Not really much else movement-wise in the American Hockey League standings. But yeah, so Hartford is a big one, taking first place back from Providence. Your National Hockey League standings, a little changes here. Oilers stay in first place Pacific. Coyotes stay in second place in Pacific for 40 points each. Calgary stays in third place with 38 points. Colorado, as you guys saw me do a little bit ago, because I forgot to do it before the video started, is now first place with 43 points in the Central. St. Louis drops second with 42 points in the Central. Winnipeg stays third with 40 points in the Central. Wildcard still Dallas with 39 points in your first wildcard, and Vegas in second with 37 points for your second wildcard, and that is your West standings. Over in the East, Boston stays at 46 points, losing to Washington in the Atlantic. Buffalo still at 36 points, second in the division. Montreal's now moved into third place in the Atlantic division with 36 points, tying Buffalo. So again, that Atlantic division is going to rotate constantly, I think. And I think Pacific is going to start doing that very soon too. I think it's going to be these 4 teams. But these 4 teams are going to rotate, I think, where their standings are. But we'll see. In the Metro, Capitals are in a firm lead of the NHL for the President's Trophy, which means they might not win the Cup, even though I think they will. We'll see. With 51 points, New York Islanders stay in second place with 42 points. Philadelphia stays in third place with 39 points. Your wild cards, Carolina's 39 points, so they have a chance of taking over that third place with the win in their next game. And Pittsburgh at 38 points in the second wild card. So those are your standings after tonight's games for the National Hockey League, American Hockey League, and your scores for the games tonight for the National and American leagues. Again, it was a relatively decent night. I don't know, these games were not as interesting as I was hoping they were. The big one was the Montreal game, I think, personally. Oh yeah, Carter Hart did have an amazing save in this one, so I guess Carter Hart did shine a little bit, but he rod Ranton, and then Ranton got those other ones, so I guess he stopped him from winning the hat trick. But anyways, those are your scores and updated standings for Wednesday, December 11th. Forgot the date because I'm filming this super late. But yeah, Wednesday, December 11th. If you guys like the videos, give it a like, subscribe, and a share. And this is Zach from Say What Zach. I will talk to you guys again soon.